All right, welcome. Today, we're diving deep into a secret that's been protected really for centuries. In this explainer, we're going to unlock the power of sexual alchemy, a practice that has the potential to completely reshape your life from the inside out.
So let me ask you this. What if the real source of lasting youth, of real energy, was already inside you? I mean, really think about that. What if the key to feeling amazing, having a sharp mind, and just that magnetic quality, what if it wasn't in some expensive cream or a new supplement? What if it was an energy you create, right now, every single day? That's the big question we're digging into here.
Well, according to this ancient wisdom, it's absolutely possible. The idea is that your most potent, life-creating energy, it can actually be turned inwards. You can transform it into, well, an elixir that recharges your body and makes your mind incredibly sharp. And look, this isn't just some abstract philosophical idea. It's a real practical method, a kind of inner alchemy.
Okay, so first things first, let's really pinpoint what this energy actually is. What is this hidden fountain of youth that, for most of us, is just kind of lying dormant inside?
So, here it is. We're talking about sexual energy. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but we need to reframe this a bit. In these ancient traditions, especially for the Taoists who called it Jing, this energy is seen as the most powerful, most concentrated form of your life force. I mean, it's literally the energy that can create another human being. Its primary biological job, sure, is procreation, but the huge forgotten secret here is its incredible power to create and sustain vitality inside your own body.
And this is a really fundamental shift in how we think about energy. The secret here isn't about finding something new or getting energy from an outside source. It's all about learning how to conserve, elevate, and recirculate the incredible energy you're already producing. It's like, instead of constantly spending your most precious vital capital, you're learning how to invest it back into yourself for massive returns in health and vitality. Now, I want to be really clear about something. This is not some new age fad that just popped up. No way. This is built on a really deep, cross-cultural foundation of wisdom that has been practiced and tested for literally thousands of years. Just look at this. You can trace this idea across the globe. In ancient China, you had Taoist masters who studied nature to figure out the secrets to a long life, and they identified this Jing as the core essence. Then you go to Tantric India, and you find yogis talking about conserving ojas to fuel spiritual awakening and incredible health. And it doesn't stop there. Even in Hermetic traditions in Europe, when alchemists talked about turning lead into gold, well, many believe that was a metaphor for this exact same process of inner energy transformation. It's a universal human insight.
This quote, wow, it's from Sun Simiao, a legendary physician in ancient China, and it just hits so hard. The wise man stores his essence as the dragon stores its pearl. He who wastes his seed shortens his life. I mean, that really captures the reverence they had for this energy. It wasn't just a biological byproduct. To them, it was a precious treasure, a pearl of pure vitality that could literally determine how long and how well you lived.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. But what about the how? How does this transformation actually happen? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the actual mechanics of this inner alchemy. I love this metaphor. Think about your body, right now, as this incredible living laboratory. It's perfectly designed for this. Every single part of you, your organs, your glands, is part of the setup. And that sexual energy we've been talking about, that's your raw material. It's the primo material, the base substance that you put into the system to be refined and transformed into pure gold, pure vitality.
And the process itself, it can be broken down into three main stages, and it's actually more straightforward than you might think. First is activation. You consciously generate that energy, that familiar warmth and feeling, but without, going all the way to climax. Stage 2 is recirculation. This is key. Instead of releasing it, you use your breath and some specific, subtle muscle controls to guide that energy up your spine. And finally, stage 3, transformation and storage. This is where you distribute that refined, powerful energy to nourish your brain, your organs, and your glands. You're literally feeding your body from the inside out.
So this is the path of refinement, often called the three treasures in Taoism. You start with Jing. That's the raw stuff, the primal sexual essence, your deep energy reserve. Then, through these practices, you refine Jing into Qi. Now, Qi is your day-to-day energy, the power you use to live, work, and feel healthy. But it gets even better. With more practice, you can refine that Qi even further into Shen. And Shen, that's your spiritual energy.
It's that feeling of deep clarity, of consciousness, of a kind of inner light or radiance. It's a total system upgrade.
All right, so you've got the basics down. Now, let's talk about leveling up. There are a few crucial distinctions that really separate someone who's just starting out from someone who's truly mastering this inner art.
This is a big one. It's not enough to just retain the energy. If you just hold on to it and don't move it, it can get stuck, it can stagnate. Think of a dam that's about to burst. That pressure can lead to things like irritability, tension, even anxiety. That's harmful stagnation. What you want is healthy accumulation, and that means circulation. True mastery is about turning that powerful energy into a flowing river that nourishes every single part of your system. See the difference? It's huge.
So, to get to that level of mastery, here are 3 essential Taoist keys. Number 1, accumulate without stagnating. This just hammers home the last point. You've got to constantly move the energy you're holding. Number 2, refine your intention. This is so important. You need to practice with a calm mind and positive, elevated emotions. Why? Because your emotional state literally flavors the energy. And number 3, integrate mind and body. This energy work is powerful, but it's not magic. You need to support it with good physical health and just being aware in your daily life. A healthy body is a much better container for this powerful work.
Okay, enough theory for a minute. Let's make this super practical. Because all this knowledge is pretty useless unless you actually put it into practice, right? So here are 5 simple but really powerful daily practices you can start using, like today. Think of this as your daily toolkit for vitality. First up, conscious abdominal breathing, deep belly breaths. This is what activates your main energy center, your Tantien. Second, gentle perineum contractions. These are just subtle squeezes of the muscles at the base of your pelvis, and they're crucial for stopping energy from leaking out and helping it move up. Third, the inner smile. It sounds nice, and it is. You literally smile inwardly and send gratitude to your organs. It's a powerful way to activate their energy. Fourth is the big one, the microcosmic orbit. This is the main circulation practice, moving energy up your back and down the front. And finally, number 5, conscious moderation. This is about self-awareness. You have to listen to your own body to find your personal rhythm of retaining and releasing that energizes you instead of draining you.
So, let's bring all this together. What does this all mean for you personally? Well, it's about more than just a few exercises. It's really about adopting a completely new identity, a new way of looking at yourself and what you're capable of.
And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. We're all taught to believe that youth is just a stage of life that we inevitably lose. But what if that's not the whole story? This ancient wisdom suggests that youth is actually a state of your energy field. Think about that. When your energy is high, when it's conserved and flowing freely, your body just radiates health. Your mind is clear, your spirit is calm, and it doesn't matter what the calendar says.
So please remember this. You are not just a body that's passively aging. You're not a victim of time. You are an alchemist of energy. You have the power every single day to choose. Are you going to just spend your life force, or are you going to cultivate it? Are you going to let it scatter, or are you going to refine it from the inside out? Look, we've laid out the formula. This knowledge is the map, but you're the one who has to actually walk the path. The power to totally rejuvenate your body, to build incredible vitality, and to sharpen your own consciousness, it's literally in your hands right now. So the only real question left is, what are you going to do with it? How will you begin your transformation?